Tolliver, and then the Wizards tried to save it.
Yeah, agreed.
I mean, Jeff Green went to go save that. It looked like to me like AT hit it out, but did Jabari Parker hit it? Couldn't quite see. Clearly, that's off Jeff Green.
Yeah, because Green touched it last and was out of bounds when he touched it. Take another look.
Let's see what happens when the ball gets hit. So Jabari hits it there, so he's last to hit it.
But it hasn't gone out until Green touches it. It's still a live ball.
Well,
here.
Are you sure it didn't? I couldn't quite see what happened after Jabari Parker hit it, but in any event,
it was a live ball when Green touched it, and Green knocked it to the floor.
Two Wizards players hit it, so
I don't really think there's much to discuss here. Sean Corbin, Lauren Holtkamp, and Bill Spooner are in the replay center. Unless could there be something else they're looking at besides just out of bounds? There's what they're looking at in Secaucus. I mean, at that point, it's still live basketball.
But when he saves it, doesn't it go out of, out of bounds?
Exactly.
So Jabari Parker hit it last, and now Jeff Green is hitting it. And when he touches it, it bounces out of bounds on the E in Minnesota.
Right. So it seems pretty cut and dry, and they do confirm Timberwolves basketball. So 34.9 left, and the Timberwolves will have it with 14 on the shot clock. What a game. Scott Brooks' team still in the playoff hunt in the East. Came into play 3 games back in the loss column out of the 8 seed. Rose. 4 to shoot. And Rose is money.
MVP Derrick Rose.
Yep. Full bloom for Derrick Rose tonight. 29 points, and then the Timberwolves get the basketball taken away. Satoransky with no choice but to reach in and foul Teague.
Derrick Rose just sizing up Jeff Green. Gives him a step back. Derrick Green, when you go look at Derrick Rose's game winners, and we've done this before, if you look at the game winners that he's hit, most of them have come from that spot on the floor, right side of the floor. Either he attacks them, but those jumpers that he's hit. If you just go back and look at Derrick Rose game winners in Chicago.
Oh my goodness, Jeff Teague just takes the basketball away and flushes it home for the exclamation point. That should finish it. The Timberwolves open up an 8-point lead, and the Wolves needed extra time here tonight as Ariza launches a 3 and able to connect with 4 seconds left. 5-point game.
Nobody's guarding Anthony Tolliver. You can long pass it down the side of the floor. Don't even mess around with it.
And Ryan Saunders calls the timeout. Timberwolves had 2 remaining. How about Jeff Teague?
See, the thing about it, though, is that Anthony Tolliver was so wide open. Nobody was even guarding him. Now you got to go into the half court, and you got to try to get it inbounds in this situation with 4 seconds left. You got another time out left, so you can still, you don't have to throw it away, but this is what happened in Minnesota last time.
The Wizards came back from the grave at the end of the fourth quarter.
I mean, obviously, with one timeout and a 5-point lead, it's very difficult. This is a difficult situation, but you just got to get it in bounds if you're Minnesota.
I mean,
goes down with a knee injury. We don't know what the status is of Towns, but he goes out. Minnesota's playing this overtime. Basically with 4 guys over the age of 30 and Keita Bates-Diop. And you got a guy in Derrick Rose who has just put this team on his shoulders.
well, I think
Towns has 40 in the game, but D. Rose, I mean, what a second half for Derrick.
And they got valuable minutes out of Cam Reynolds tonight.
Yes, they did.
On his second 10-day contract.
Yes, they did.
20 minutes for Cam, 5 points.
Those are valuable minutes.
But it's been all about Derrick Rose. I mean, he hit the clutch shot at the end of the fourth quarter that we thought was going to decide the game. And he's been even more clutch here in OT. Bates-Diop having a hard time getting it in. And they're going to call 5 seconds. Ryan Saunders was trying to get the timeout, was unable to do it. And now Scott Brooks will use his final timeout. It's the game that will not end. Timberwolves still in a very advantageous position, but the Wizards trying to draw up something. Got to tip your cap to Bradley Beal tonight too, Jim. He has really been fantastic for Washington.
Yeah, 1 assist shy of a triple-double,
which would be his second of his career.
Looking at the first half stat sheet, Derrick Rose had 9 points in 11 minutes and 48 seconds. He was 4 of 8 at halftime. Hit 9 points, 29 here for Derrick Rose in a pretty efficient night for him. Didn't get to the line but 3 times. So he had 16 points though. Of the 20, 16 of them came in the fourth quarter in overtime.
He's delivered when they needed him the most. Beal. And that'll do it. The Timberwolves needed overtime, but they hold off the Wizards tonight. 135-130 behind a huge night from Derrick Rose off the bench with 29. Karl Anthony Towns with 40 before